Say, what you gonna do? Hit me on my head with a bottle? He's like, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table, I'm gonna cut your throat. So it's like a movie.
Right.
Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Kathy White's truth is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman
J. Cole has finally opened up about what really happened the night he swung at Diddy in front of Jay-Z. It turns out that Punch was about much more than a simple rap feud. At first, everyone thought it was just an argument over Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. The one where Kendrick called himself the King of New York and challenged the entire rap scene. That verse shook the industry. But now, some insiders claim Diddy's anger had deeper roots, possibly connected to hidden industry secrets. When J. Cole stepped in, it might not have been just to calm the situation, but to make a statement. What if that punch wasn't only about standing up for Kendrick, but about exposing something the public was never meant to know? Diddy's name has resurfaced because of his current trial and the dark stories surrounding his infamous parties. So now people are asking, did Diddy try to involve Kendrick in something that night? And did Cole step in to stop it before things went too far? Fans have even started revisiting Cole's old tracks, especially She Knows. If you listen closely, it almost sounds like he's hinting at Beyoncé holding dangerous secrets, ones that could cause serious problems if revealed. So, did J. Cole swing on Diddy to defend Kendrick, or was he trying to bring something much bigger to light? Let's break down why Cole risked everything by going physical with Diddy in front of Jay-Z. To understand it, we need to go back to the moment that shook hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. Remember, it wasn't even Kendrick's own song. It was Big Sean's track. But Kendrick completely stole the spotlight and dropped lyrical chaos. He boldly called himself the King of New York while naming nearly every top rapper at the time. Drake, Meek Mill, A$AP Rocky, J. Cole, Pusha T, no one was spared. Most rappers took the jab and moved on, but Diddy didn't. Why? Because King of New York wasn't just a title to Diddy. It was everything. He built his whole legacy around being the face of New York hip-hop. The suits, the champagne, the Harlem pride. That identity was his crown. So when Kendrick, a West Coast rapper, claimed that title in one verse, it hit Diddy's ego harder than anyone realized.
I need help, thank you. It's the repeat. I see it. What's happening?
And there's another layer to all this that can't be ignored. Kendrick wasn't just claiming the crown, he was sending a message to the whole industry. The fact that Meek Mill, one of the rappers he mentioned, was very close to Diddy at the time makes things even more interesting, especially now that more details have come to light. People tend to forget how close Meek and Diddy were back in 2013. They showed up to events in matching outfits, celebrated together, and were often seen talking quietly at parties. I'm not jumping to conclusions, but if you've seen some of the videos circulating online, it's easy to understand why fans are raising eyebrows. Some even suspect that Meek's relationship with Diddy might have gone deeper than just mentorship, if you know what I mean.
You doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
He called Meek Mill Daddy.
I was just...
So what really mattered? Was Diddy upset because Kendrick crowned himself New York's king, or because Kendrick insulted someone close to him? Honestly, by that point, Kendrick was the people's pick, and the whole scene was shifting. Diddy must have felt that change. Word around the industry was that Diddy started to feel replaced. Not just as a performer or label boss, but as a symbol of influence. Years later, at Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, Kanye urged him to shout "Free Puffy" on stage, but Kendrick stayed quiet. That silence said a lot. It hinted the friction that began in 2013 never truly went away. Grudges like that simmer in backstage corners and VIP booths until they finally explode. And that's exactly what happened next. This is when things unraveled. Terrence "Punch" Henderson from TDE was at the scene. Right away, the energy was tense. Diddy showed up tight and visibly upset. He didn't let it pass. No greetings, no jokes. He went straight to Kendrick and called him out over the control line. According to reports, Diddy told Kendrick he had disrespected the throne. Kendrick had his team with him, and TDE wasn't looking for trouble. Before it escalated further, J. Cole stepped forward, probably trying to calm everything down. Classic Cole, steady and sensible. Diddy, though, wouldn't relent. Witnesses say he grabbed a bottle and made a violent-sounding threat like, "I'll smash it and hurt you." And people debate it.
What you gonna do? Hit me on my head with a bottle? He's like, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table, I'm gonna cut your throat. So it's like a movie.
What Diddy didn't see coming was that Cole wouldn't back off. Out of nowhere, Cole swung hard, landing a clean punch right in front of Jay-Z. That's when everything exploded. The VIP section turned into total chaos. like something straight out of a mob movie. Tables flipped, bottles smashed, and security rushed in, trying to break things up. Emory Jones, one of Jay-Z's closest friends, thought someone was attacking Hav and jumped into the fight. He started throwing punches too, not realizing he was actually hitting J. Cole. When Emory realized who he'd hit, he immediately stopped. But by then, it was too late. The damage was already done. Crews from TDE, Rock Nation, and Bad Boy were all caught in the middle of a full-blown brawl at one of the biggest industry events.
Reached around and fired on him, and they both fell on the table, knocking all the drinks over. So all these celebrities just in this one spot.
Here's where things start to look even more suspicious. Some fans believe Cole wasn't just defending Kendrick. They think the whole thing might have been part of a bigger setup. According to them, Diddy wanted to remind everyone who really held power in the industry and warn anyone who tried to challenge it. Another theory claims that Diddy, possibly drunk that night, invited Cole and Kendrick to join him at one of his parties. And we all know the kind of wild stories that come from those events. Apparently, both Cole and Kendrick refused to join in. And if there's one thing about Puffy, it's that he doesn't take rejection well. There's even a clip of him bragging about being a savage who always gets what he wants, no matter what it takes.
2022, I'm still a savage. Whatever I want, I get whatever.
This wouldn't be the first time Diddy has been at the center of controversy. His past is full of drama, from the infamous nightclub incident with J-Lo years ago, to the serious accusations he's facing now, and even that disturbing video of him getting physical with Cassie. The pattern is hard to ignore. So when someone like J. Cole, known for being calm, thoughtful, and far from aggressive, throws a punch, it's clear something much deeper must have pushed him. Just as people started to move on from that night, Eminem dropped a shocker in his new track Fuel. He doesn't hold back at all. At one point, he almost leans into the mic and asks, "Y'all ready to talk about what Diddy really did?" One of the most chilling lines goes, "Rip, rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living, but I ain't trying to beef with him." He's basically saying he doesn't want any issues, implying that Diddy might be dangerous enough to order a hit, like Keef D supposedly did. Eminem's words seem to hint that Diddy could have had a role in the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, two of the biggest tragedies in rap history. The way he delivers it, so calm and confident, makes it sound like he knows more than the public ever did.
Just exposed P. Diddy on his new track Fuel featuring Jid. For those who didn't know, this isn't the first time Eminem has tried to call him out. On his diss track, Kill Shot, aimed at Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem had some harsh words for P. Diddy.
If Eminem is calling out Diddy in 2025 and J. Cole clashed with him back in 2013, then maybe that fight wasn't really about Kendrick at all. Now, Cole's She Knows is gaining new attention, with fans saying it's not about cheating like everyone once thought. According to TikTok theories, the she in the song represents Beyonce, and She Knows points to Diddy's darkest secrets. Lines about guilt, sin, and silence are now being read as coded messages about the industry. Some fans even suggest that Beyonce might have known the truth about what happened to Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, and Left Eye. They believe Cole was calling out the quiet ones in the industry and sending a message to Beyonce and Jay-Z. "I know you know, and your silence says everything."
Truth going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died.
We also can't ignore that Cole was close to J-Rock and had strong connections to Rock Nation. So if he released something like that while Diddy still had major control over the industry, it clearly meant something deeper. Some people even claim Diddy tried to intimidate Cole afterward because he had crossed a line, saying too much without ever saying it outright. If that sounds hard to believe, just look at the patterns people are pointing out online. Fans are sharing clips and building theories about how the industry keeps certain voices quiet. For instance, remember when Adele's Grammy speech was suddenly cut off right after she praised Beyonce? Some think that moment wasn't random at all. They believe she might have been watched or subtly warned.
Lemonade album was just so monumental, Beyonce. It was so monumental. And so...
Do you remember when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift years ago? These days, some people joke, or maybe they're serious, that he was really defending Beyonce's legacy.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Celebrities often thank Beyonce at award shows like it's something they have to do. Then there's that viral, maybe fake CIA tweet joking about Beyonce kidnapping someone. Was it satire or a hint of real fear? On TikTok, people post videos claiming Beyonce eliminates her competition, connecting her name to strange celebrity deaths. Take Aaliyah's tragic death in 2001. She was only 22 when her plane crashed after filming in the Bahamas. The pilot wasn't licensed and had drugs and alcohol in his system. Reports say Aaliyah was unconscious when she was put on board. Many still question if it was truly an accident. pointing out a pattern with other stars like Left Eye and Michael Jackson. Some even believe Aaliyah's career was the model for Beyoncé's rise.
Yeah. How you doing,
baby?
girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are
Thank
you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci. Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot. All right.
When Aaliyah passed away so suddenly, the music industry seemed to change overnight. Just 2 years later, Beyoncé dropped Dangerously in Love, marking the start of the Queen Bey era. Some people can't help but ask, did Aaliyah's death open the door for Beyoncé's rise? A viral fan comment even questions Beyoncé's talent, claiming her success has more to do with timing, power, and who runs the industry. Around the early 2000s, Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé were gaining serious influence, while others in their path died under strange circumstances. Left Eye lost her life after filming a documentary exposing the industry. Michael Jackson was fighting for ownership of his music before his suspicious death. Kim Porter and several others connected to these same circles also passed away unexpectedly.
Heavy D is dead.
What's it?
Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost.
And let's not forget Al B, sure, Kim Porter's ex, who publicly claimed she didn't die of natural causes. Not long after, he mysteriously slipped into a coma. He eventually recovered, but he still believes something about her death isn't right.
On my head, there was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
So what's really going on here? These aren't just random names. They're all connected to Diddy, Jay-Z, or the top players in the music world. If J. Cole felt the tension and heard the rumors, it makes sense why he dropped a song like She Knows and later confronted Diddy face to face. But what else does he know? Could he be forced to testify against Diddy? And how many other artists are staying quiet because they're scared? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one!